Hello guys, thank you for watching. Welcome to an entire house clean with me. We get so much done in this video. I wanted to do a voiceover intro so I could keep it short since this is a long one. So if you're going to be cleaning with me, you're in for quite the motivation. I am all over the house in this one, and if you enjoy it, please like it. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you. Now let's get started. The first place I almost always start, as many of you know, is the kitchen. So I'm going to get those counters cleared off. We will get to the dishes, and then there is a project I have wanted to do for weeks now, if not a few months. Actually, that sounds gross, but it's true, a few months in this kitchen. Something I wanted to clean, and I had the chance today. So after we get the normal stuff done, we will get to that project.
Let me tell you, no, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you're trying to hurt me, my skin's getting thicker each day. I don't know how you fall asleep at night, knowing that your words are hurtful, it's just not right.
Whenever there is just so much work to do in the kitchen, kind of like today when there is a ton of things on the counters and a lot of dishes, I feel like I'm all over the place. So I started to clear off the island, then I went to the dishes, I'll go back to the counters, back to the dishes until both of those are done. And I figured I would mention this in the beginning because there's always questions. I will have a link below for my headband and for my outfit. It's still 40% off if you're watching this soon after I post it, and there's 6 different prints to choose from. I love it. I'm not kidding you when I say I wore it for 3 days straight. I wore that headband for 2 days straight also, and it didn't even hurt. It is seriously my favorite headband I've ever had, like the colors on it, everything, and I think it's $10, so such a steal.
I used to let it in, all the things you said. You try to turn me into somebody else, but it will ricochet. I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, no, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even
Alright, so the dishes are almost done. From the sink to the dishwasher, I'm finishing loading it up right now. Just a couple more things I needed to rinse off. And if you are new here, I always like to ask like 1 or 2 questions for you to answer in the comments. So today I was thinking about this, and I would really like to know when you guys watch these videos. Are you part of the Sunday crew? There's so many of you that love these videos on Sundays because that's when you get your home ready for the week ahead. Or are you a weeknight kind of person? Let me know in the comments. I always like to focus when I upload around whenever anyone's like, all right, I need a new video. We're on to my least favorite task, emptying out that sink drain catcher thing with all the food in there. That's always so gross. And the other question I was thinking I wanted to ask you guys today is, when are we decorating for spring this year? Are we doing it early, how we did the holiday season, all of the Christmas decor early? I would like to do it sooner than later, but there's still tons of snow on the ground. I feel like the beginning of March, is that too early or is that okay?
all the time. And my heart's beating fast when it's looking like that. Or his smile is killing me. It's the way that it moves and the way that it
And for the counters, I'm using that disinfecting spray from Honest. I shared in a recent video, probably 2 videos by now. I've been using this a lot lately, and one of you or several of you actually told me if you want this to disinfect, it needs to be sitting on the hard surface for 10 minutes. I didn't have time for that today. It's the beginning of the video. We've got a lot of work on our hands, so I let it sit for about 1 to 2 minutes. I feel like that 10-minute to really disinfect I'll do on weeknights and days where I don't have so much on my plate.
Cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him nah, 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 nah. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna na 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 now. Yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a
The counters are all wiped off, so after that we are going to move on to the appliances. And by the way, whenever you see me touching under the top cabinets, I'm just grabbing the magnet for the child locks. I feel like I always forget to mention that, and I see people asking, what are you doing constantly touching the cabinet? So that's that. And after I'm done wiping down the appliances, we're going to move on to that kitchen project I've wanted to do for way too long. That will be the last thing in the kitchen, then we'll move on to the dining area and the living room.
I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want.
Alright, so this sink is grimy, it's gross, it's stingy, it's needed some deep cleaning for way too long. I keep saying that, but man, is it true. I was so excited to get this done. It feels really good to have a really clean sink, by the way. So for that, I'm using soft scrub. I use this in a lot of videos. I tend to use products that aren't so harsh, I guess I could say, on like an everyday basis, but sometimes you just need something super strong, and soft scrub never lets me down. Like, I use this on showers. If anything is really, really dirty and really gross, I use this and it cuts through it. I do like to water it down and make a paste. I think it works a little bit better that way. And you guys always tell me, help yourself out, get something other than a toothbrush, but being able to get into the smallest spaces with a toothbrush is so satisfying.
each other.
And this is the after just a couple minutes. I wasn't even scrubbing that hard. I was obviously scrubbing as you saw, but I did not need to use any elbow grease really at all. I did use some paper towel too to wipe the edges, so a little bit of scrubbing, a little bit of wiping. Even the stopper looks a zillion times better. And then I also am going to put a little bit of a lemon essential oil in the drains. I'm going to let that sit as long as I can. I think it was like 10 or 15 minutes before we needed the sink again. And I am also spraying the drying rack with a disinfecting spray, and I'm going to let this sit for 10 minutes too, so that at least will be disinfected, even though we didn't get to do that with the counters today, but there's always tomorrow. Now we are on to that dining table. I'm going to get all of that stuff off of there, and then I'm going to use a new product on the chandelier as well.
Hello, how'd you do? I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. Hope you're fine, ain't got time to do everything you said you would. Frames of the past and the memory of you just come running by. Pictures of sunny days with your smile in the bar.
So now I'm using a Swiffer duster. I just opened this. I bought this at Target. I know this kind of thing, like a duster with a handle, is really common. Tons of you probably have something like this already, but I don't think I've ever had one, so I'm very happy to have this. I can use it on all of my light fixtures, chandeliers, and whatnot. They all need it, that's for sure. I really like the Swiffer dusting sheets for the Swiffer, but I use those with my hand too, like on countertops, on shelving, whatever, anything I need to dust. Those work really well, and I like that I can use those on the floor and anywhere else. It's just a dusting sheet that catches everything. So I wiped down the dining table as well with that same product from Honest, and now we're on to the living room.
Think I'm lame, since I met you I am not the same. It was not meant to be a fairy tale with a happy end. Girl, you take care now, I hope we can be friends. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing.
The living room is straightened up, so now we're going to start in my bedroom. I'm going to begin in here by taking off my sheets and then the blue pillows that are on our bed while we're sleeping too. I always leave those on, and all the other pillows I take off, so when I wash the sheets, I also wash those ones. I'm skipping the duvet cover today. I typically wash that like every other time I wash the sheets, and I'm not kidding you, I must have done 5 or 6 loads of laundry today. I show you guys flipping the laundry a couple times. I didn't do it every time because I know you get the drill, but gosh, laundry day is tough.
I was broken. How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them.
You know it's way too late. Regretting our mistakes. You got so head over heels crazy.
I'm on to the other side of the room now. I'm trying to figure out how to get those chairs symmetrical. It always takes me a couple tries, and I don't know why I'm doing this right now, because I do end up, we're not sweeping, I do end up vacuuming and mopping in here a little bit later. Now we're on to that laundry. I'm going to fold just a little bit. I think I did 1 or 2 loads like super duper speed. I didn't fold all of the laundry in this video though, so you already know I've got a mountain waiting for me tomorrow morning.
It's way too easy to say stuff I never do. You know it's not how I feel, baby. So can we let this slide? Can't stand to see you cry. Come a little closer, there's something I have to say. I love you and I hate you and I hope you feel the same. Come a little closer, baby, please don't walk away. I love you and yeah. You got nothing to prove, oh baby. I know you'll do right by me. I'll do right by you. You got nothing to prove, oh baby. I know we got this. Go a little closer, there's something I have to say. I love you and I hate you and I hope you feel the same. Come a little closer, baby, please don't walk away. I love you and yeah. You got nothing to prove, oh baby, I know.
And that laundry is all folded. I'm on to a guest room now. This is a little bit of like an office for Chad. He takes phone calls in here sometimes. Sometimes he likes to sit in my office though. I would say way more than this one. It's a little bit of a guest room. It's a little bit of like extra home decor stuff, extra baby stuff. So we haven't spent a whole lot of time or thought on this room because we're going to switch out the carpet upstairs. And actually I was straightening up today because someone was going to come and measure for a carpet installation. So I didn't want them to walk into this room and see it looking as bad as it does right now. And speaking of that home update, actually my last video, I shared tons of home updates and different projects we're working on. So if you're into home content, home decor, and projects you can do yourself, then definitely check out that video. I'm going to make sure it's linked below.
Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind, I hate to separate my body and mind, my body and mind. You feel like demons in my mind, demons in my mind. You taste like demons in my mind, demons pushing all my triggers, losing my pride, but I guess that's
This workout room is another project we are in the middle of. We just put a coat of paint on the walls today before I started filming, and now we're on to Fory Boy's bathroom.
Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind, I hate to separate my body and mind, my body and mind. You feel like demons in my mind, demons in my mind. You taste like demons in my mind, demons pushing all my triggers.
So for those of you who like to listen along while you're working with me, I just sprayed down Fory Boy's bathtub and I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes. Then I'm going to add some really hot water and add even more product and let it sit for longer. I sprayed down all of his bath toys and I'm going to let those soak for a bit so all of like the soap scum can get off of those. I do like to keep up with his bathtub. That's something I'm paranoid about. So there really isn't a whole lot of soap scum in there, but I'm just paranoid. I like to be extra careful when it comes to his things. And now I'm wiping down the sink area.
Taste like demons in my mind.
And there's an organizer I found under the sink, so I'm going to use that for all of his soaps and bath products. I have to keep those away from the bath because he just wants to chew on them. That's why this room is like so plain. It's purely functional. There's no decor in here because he will be all over anything and everything, like a shower curtain. It looks so strange without a shower curtain. I always say that, but I know he would pull it down. So this is what works for now. I'm doing what I mentioned a minute ago, filling up the tub with hot water, spraying a little more product, and then we will come back to this in a little while.
I'm getting tired. We could have breakfast, counting your freckles, close to the west coast. How about that?
There's a pile of Forrest clothes that don't fit him anymore, so I'm going to grab those out of here. And I always try and keep the clips in here really short since it's so dark. We try and keep it very dark so he will sleep better or sleep a little bit later. I can dream he wakes up early. I'm wiping down his dresser though, and then I'm going to add a lamp in here. That's part of that extra decor stash I have in that other bedroom. Alright, so we're on to my bedroom now. I'm vacuuming out the closets. I'm going to steam mop in here as well. I'm going to steam mop the laundry room and Fory Boy's bathroom. So a lot more to do upstairs. And then we're going to work on the hallway. And after we get all of that done, we're going to head all the way downstairs.
With big windows up on the third floor in our chateau. Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together?
And those of you working along with me, we have about 10.5 to 11 minutes left, so kick it into high gear and finish along with me.
Wake up at your place, wake up at mine. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together?
Forrest is about to peek in a few seconds. There he is to say hi. I told him I was almost done after I vacuumed this room. I hung out with him for a few minutes and then I got back to work. And we're back on to that scary word, laundry. I'm flipping it right now. Then I'm going to get back to vacuuming and finish all the vacuuming upstairs. And then once that's done, I'm going to grab all of that stuff you can see in the reflection of this mirror on that cabinet and on the landing of the stairs. It's kind of like a catch-all for things I need to bring downstairs. And by the way, there's a lot of mirrors out here because those are supposed to go in the workout room. But as you already know, we are in the middle of painting it right now.
'Cause it will ricochet, I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, not because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you're trying to hurt me, my skin's getting thicker each day. I don't know how you fall asleep.
I'm almost done with the landing. I'm doing a few trips to bring those things downstairs. There's a few things I needed to put in my bathroom, like that laundry hamper, taking a much needed sip of water, wiping down this cabinet, wiping down the landing top thing, I don't know what to call that. And then here's a little sneak peek of the new sink that's going to go in the laundry room. I showed a picture of it in my last video. I'm vacuuming right behind like where I put it, and then I put it there. Does that make sense? I vacuumed where it was going to go, and then I'm vacuuming the rest of the hallway.
I used to let it in, all the things you said. You try to turn me into somebody else, but it will ricochet. I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you.
So after the hallway, we did the laundry room. I'm doing for a boy's bathroom right now. And then I'm going to break out the steam mop and I'm going to be steam mopping all over the place up here. I haven't done this in a while. If you haven't purchased the steam mop, I feel like I've talked about it a million times. I will have a direct link for it below. It's like around $50. And it is so good. It comes with 2 heads that you throw in the washing machine and you put water in it. So you don't even need any product for it whatsoever. It disinfects, sanitizes with just steam. I like to put some lavender on the outside of the mop head so that it smells really good while I'm using it.
Got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him all the time. I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine.
I keep forgetting there's more before we go downstairs. Every clip I'm like, all right, it's the next one, it's the next one. But we have a few more things to do. I just went ahead to refresh my memory. So I'm steam mopping in my bedroom right now. I just finished in Forrest's bathroom. I went through his tub. I had that water and product soaking like I told you a couple times. So I took care of that. And then we're also going to go wipe things down in my bathroom really quick. We're going to wipe down the vanity and I'll show you what's going on in there.
I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. All the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real. Cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him, nah, 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 nah. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want.
So if you caught my last video, you know why there's no mirrors in my master bathroom currently. I asked you which one to order and almost everybody said the third mirror. So those are on their way. I'll show you what they look like when they come in.
I heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna now. Yeah.
One more load of laundry to flip. I wish you could see the mountain of clean laundry waiting for me on the other side. It's big, it's intimidating. I will get to it eventually, hopefully tomorrow. I know I said that, but I'm saying it again because it's gonna make me feel like I really need to. This is the very last clip upstairs. After this, we really are heading down to the basement. Okay, so you can see I have a lot on my hands down here, and I've been calling this the dorm room lately instead of the basement because Forrest hangs out down here with his dad and they go wild. I found a lot of garbage. I found pouches, I found sparkling water cans, the work. So I feel like this is a dorm of two boys that are messy and don't pick up after themselves, at least down here. So the first thing I did is vacuum. I'm going to move some furniture around and kind of vacuum and wipe things down as I go. And don't judge the decor, the furniture, the setup, anything down here. You can judge the rest of the house, but down here, I probably won't even start doing anything down here for at least another year. There's just so many projects we want to do upstairs that anything down here is like the least of my worries. I'm continuing to vacuum. I set up that play table, so one side's done. Now I'm gonna move on to the other side.
Bring you down whenever try to find a clever way to say that I'm better now. You look great, however, this can't wait for the better, cause now I got a clever mind. Cause baby, you and I, we lay awake at night, trying to find a light to keep this fire alive. Oh baby, you and I, we can't deny this fire. Oh, this fire.
And now I'm on to the bar area, wiping it down, vacuuming, then we're going to move on to the hallway down here. There is a mountain of boxes. Don't ask me what's in them. I have no idea. I just looked the other way. One day I know Chad will go through all of that for me, and then I'm going to vacuum the guest room. I'm going to wipe down the mirror in the bathroom. All of this I will show you in the next few seconds. So we did get through almost the entire house. I feel like we missed one or two rooms, but we basically got through the whole thing. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If you made it to the end, you are the absolute best. I appreciate you so much. Please like the video, please subscribe, check out the links below, and I will see you right here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye!